Hello, family. Good morning, good afternoon, good day. Wherever you are joining me for, it's your girl again, your favorite parenting coach. My name is Damilola Mayowa Owolabi, and it's going to be an exciting time this afternoon. Though it's going to be very short, but it's going to be an amazing time. All right. For those that are just getting to know me for the first time, again, my name is Damilola Mayowa Owolabi, and some people prefer to call me Coach Damistress, Coach Damilola. I'm a parenting coach, so I coach parents, teenagers, preteen to have a better relationship together. All right, so today we are going to be talking about something very, very interesting and something very exciting. Okay, I said today the topic that we have for before us is how to get your teenagers talk to you, how to get them talk to you, and not just talk. It's beyond talking. You talk every day, you talk every time, but communicating, relating is very important. It's different from just talking. There is no way you can live in the same house and you will not talk with your teenagers. So there's difference between talking and talking. So in this life, we are talking about how you can get your teenager communicate with you, how you can understand their language, how you can get them to talk. Of course, once they get to this age, teenage age, one of the things that comes with one of the baggages, or one of the flow, one of the characteristics, one of the behavior, one of the traits, one of the hormonal show off, and so many things that comes with teenage, especially from preteen, is you see that they begin to feel that they are independent, they are matured enough, they begin to keep secrecy, they begin to talk less, they begin to take bull by the horn, they begin to do things themselves without informing you or even waiting for your decision. At that time they begin to tell you, mommy, I can do this myself. At that time they begin to tell you, mommy, don't worry, I'll be fine. At that time they will be telling you what's like, I'm not a baby. At that time they begin to tell you, this is my thing, I want my thing. At that time you begin to see that they begin to separate themselves, wanting to do things their own way, wanting to have their own privacy, look at you with one awkward and strange face if you enter into their room without knocking, or just barge into their privacy. They begin to look like, mommy, but you don't like this kind of thing now, so why would you be doing it to me? So that is what comes with part of teenagehood. So the reason why we are bringing up this topic today is for many parents in the community and even outside the community that have asked me a lot of questions as regards this. In fact, majority of them ask me this question, that why is it that they talk to you before they talk to us? There is difference between listening and listening. There's difference between understanding and understanding. There's difference between responding back to what they say. So many of them, they prefer to talk to me because I understand their language, because I understand how they feel. I relate with them, with the way they feel. I respond with the fact that, it's not new, it's something that has happened before, it's something that is not new under the sun, but there's a solution. I relate with them by not condemning, by not judging. So it makes them feel relaxed. It made them feel free to talk to me about, virtually anything and everything before coming to you parents. Now, I am trying to, my job here today is to, or my job here naturally is to create a bond between parents and their teenagers and bring them closer to one another. As I always say every time, if you parents don't form the habit of being there to hear them at all time, to communicate with them, trust me, many things that will give them the so-called desired answer that they required is all there. Just like I used to mention, friends are there to give them answers. TV is there to give them answers. Social media is there to give them answers. ChatGPT is there to give them answers. And trust me, all of these things, all of these listed things, pair groups and all of that I've mentioned, these answers are not accurate answers. They are in a stage where the information they gathered, the information they get out there is too much. And they are confused with, what do I believe, what do I not believe? I'm an adult, and few days ago I had to attend to some medical cases, and I had to sit down to, okay, what do I do, how do I do this, how do I go about this? And I had to go on internet. Trust me, I found 1001 things on internet on just that one single thing, and they are saying different things, and it can be confusing. Same thing as our teenagers right now. One of the example of what I'm trying to say is, imagine, yes, there's so many information on the internet that affirms that masturbation is all right. There's so many information out there that affirms that it's all right to have boyfriend, girlfriend, sexual relationship, even at a tender age, so far you know how to manage it, and so far you know how to protect yourself, so far you know how to use contraceptives and all of that. And trust me, aside internet, what about friends? Friends that have already involved themselves in different and several activities, and they are looking for disciples. Like Yoruba we say, ajegbodo don't wear nikura. Like they are looking for people, they are looking for things like them, youths like them, that can join them, that can be them. So I needed to know that it is important as parents that you must create relationship with them, whether you like it or not. You are the most closest, you are the best person. As a matter of fact, you are the number one go-to person when it comes to information. Before they go on internet, before they should be able to come to you. Does that mean that as parents you will be able to answer every 1001 question they ask? No. But that should be a room for both of you to come together and also engage in making that research together. My daughter asked me a question from their past question, from the what's it called? Common entrance past question, and I'm like, kilo de, like wayek, is it wayek you want to write? This kind of question. Truth of the matter is, I don't know the answer to that question that time, but I cannot come and fall my hand. At that time, what I had to do is, okay, let's research. How do we research? Let's find out together. I don't know it too, but let's find out together. And we did together. Yes, we used the internet, but with my help, we were able to see which one is the right information, which one is the wrong information. You are their small God. It is your responsibility. Part of the responsibility that God has placed in your hand is that you lead them right. And don't forget also that you are the Bible that they read first before they read the main Bible. So it is very paramount that we create bond. If there's anything, if you come to my office, if there's a case between teenagers and their parents and they come report to me and all of that, and then I will give them a form to go through and to fill, and we will go through filling the form. In one of our therapeutic form, we ask you questions of how much do you know your teenagers, rates between so and so, the relationship between you, what do you do together, and that makes us to know how close you are, so we can even know how to help you, what solution we are going to prefer. Because first thing first that we need to know is, can you even prefer this solution? If we give the solution, is that the route to take? So it is important as for parents to be very, very, very close to your children. And you are their first Google, you are their first Bible, you are their first answer to many undisturbed, uncensored questions, information, rumors that are flying all around. So what are the reasons why teenagers may not confide in their parents? We need to deal with this. I'll quickly share with us reasons why it's difficult for many teenagers to come to you as their parents to talk to you. Number one is the fear of judgment. Teenagers might fear being judged or punished for their action. Therefore, it is important to create a non-threatening environment. So let me give an example. Hello, we African parents, sometimes we can be very dramatic. We can be very, very dramatic. And I need us to know that, you see, that our dramatic nature, that our drama is sometimes chasing our children away or chasing them far away from us. And it is important that whenever they tell us anything, number one thing, I know it's difficult, I know we are not used to the system, but one of the best ways to approach issue is not to, hey, he, ha, judge them. I know you are your father's son. This was what you did. It's also time. This was how you did. Will I do that? Will I? Yes. It is important that we scold them, but it is also important that we are careful not to chase them away while doing that, so that it will not be difficult for them to come to us when they are in need or when they are in trouble. I have a teenager that comes to me to tell me that my boyfriend raped me some days ago, and I've been having nightmares since then. So I called her over to come to the office and we got talking. And when I started questioning her to the root of how did you even get to this boyfriend, what happened, why did you even say yes, how did the relationship started, and I'm talking about a 14-year-old girl. So this particular guy happens to be a church member, and the guy has been writing series of letters since she was 12. Letters, sending gifts, talking to her, toasting her, saying all sorts of words and all of that. Now she made attempt 2 times, 3 times to inform the mom about what is going on and about how she's feeling about what the guy has been saying, because she's been having sleepless nights, tossing up and down the bed, just like we talked about crush last week. She's been growing feelings. Now, we too, we have passed through that journey before, where a guy begins to tell you, you are the sugar in my tea, you are the cockroach in my bed, begin to make you see reason, especially when she's not getting that kind of accreditation from home. So those kind of words will easily get to her head. And as at that time, from the age 12, this girl tried reaching the mom But the very three attempts that she used in passing this information to the mom was really dramatic about the issue. And the first one, she said she went to the mom and she showed the mom the letter. The next thing the mom did was like, what's a single letter? You have started collecting letters. See, that will spoil your life. If they spoil your life, if you get pregnant, I will not do anything. I will not. At that junction, what I expect is education. What that kind of child needs at that time is education. Orientate the child that, oh yes, you will have feelings, the guy will keep disturbing, he will keep this, but this is how to go about it. If you go into relationship with a guy, these are the consequences. This is what you will stand to gain. Yes, let her know that she will stand to gain maybe popularity amongst her friends, maybe big girls, maybe money, recharge card and all of that. At the same time, there are consequences. And these are the consequences. List out the consequence. Unwanted pregnancy, which might lead to stopping your school and cutting your future short. Disease and all of that. List all the consequences. Let them know the good, the bad, and the ugly of the scenario. But the thing is, we don't get to sit down with them. We don't get, and it's not just for girls, even for boys. Kudos to all the parents that they are just that all their children are boys. Please, I need us to know there's this norms that we have, that it's only girls that we talk to about sexuality issue. No, even boys, we need to orientate them. One of my books is coming out very soon. It's talking about speaking to your teen boy about sex education. And we also have a book called Sex Education for Boys. Please, I'm saying on how to, sorry for the bad network. Please, every parent should get sex education for boys, get sex education for girls. All these things I'm talking about on how to manage sex drive, what to say to a guy, what to say to a girl, what to know, even about contraceptive, about masturbation, about how to avoid it, knowing every information about rape, knowing every information about STD, knowing every information that they need to know about sex education is on the book. It is important for us parents to please get all our children, both the male and the female, the book. It's not expensive. 1,500 is what we used to buy breakfast or anything, anytime. Please let us start investing in our children and get them materials that could help them in this world where there is so many information out there that can distract or mislead. So it is important that we try to avoid judging them whenever they come to us every time. Now, this girl would have not been raped if the mom had known how to manage the situation well, educate her and orientate her. Because of all the the sugar in my tea and everything, and the friends also accusing her of being a very wicked girl. This guy have tried now chase you, because even the guy keep going to every of her friend and telling them, I cannot sleep, I will die, please talk to your friend for me. I'm buying those friends too gifts, taking them to lunch and all of that just to get this girl. And at the end of the day, he got the girl and they started relationship. Now, because the girl has continued collecting gifts, they've been into this boyfriend and girlfriend thing. Nobody orientate her that if you keep collecting gifts, you too have to give. Relationship is about give and take. So this guy has been asking her that if you truly love me, you will help me. This this lie of the devil of my down stomach is paining me. I'm having this, I'm having that. You are the only one that can help me. This and this, that and that. On this fateful day, the guy pretended that he's sick. He invited the girl over. He bought gifts, bought everything. In the process of checking all the gifts, they locked the girl up. By the time we arrested this guy, and questioned the guy and all of that. The guy had to tell me that it's his friends that influenced him, that how can you be giving a girl gifts, giving her everything, and at the end of the day she's telling you, I'm waiting, no sex, no this, no that. No, don't mind her. How would you even know that she's a virgin that she claimed? Find out if she's really a virgin. And that was how they set the girl up. Somebody locked the door from outside and there was nobody to help her. And now side effect of the rape is really distracting the girl. I was told that she has some exams that she's supposed to do, IELT for traveling and all of that, and now she had to miss the exam. She can't do just because of this. Did you see all the consequence that comes along with lack of information, lack of communicating with our children? There are so many that I can talk about. There are so many things that I hear every day. Me coming to your air every Wednesday, every time, talking in the community. The reason behind it is so that this information can be circulated, so that parents can do a lot of work in helping our teenagers. Yes, we as a ministry, we as an office, we as a person, we do a lot by organizing camps, talking to them, but it's not enough. We need you as parents to rise to responsibility. We need you as parents to be close to them. We need you as parents to create this bond with them. We need you as parents to have this relationship where they can come to you and tell you about anything. They can come to you and tell you about even their worst situation. So my daughter is 10 and she came to me and said, mommy, a guy has been toasting me. And if you see the guy very short like this and all of that, I hope she's not on this hair. She has been toasting me and this, and we laughed about it. She was, the way she came to me to tell me, she was expecting, because she had to frame the word, she had to, before she could talk to me about it. And when she eventually talked to me about it, she was surprised that we laughed over it, we cracked joke over it. I was even the one asking the following day, gist me, what English did he use today? What did he say? So getting to school, telling our friends that this is how my mom handled the issue, surprised the other friends that but my own mom did this, did that. And it became a conversation. A parent reached out. The truth of the matter is, no school teach us all this. No church teach us as parents all this. We didn't grow from our parents to know all of this. But the truth of the matter is, things have changed. Things have changed. We have lived millennium to Gen Z. I don't know which one we are going to next now. So things keep changing, and we parents, we need to, change, move along with the trend. Know what is trending, know what is going on. So that you can be familiar with the things they are going through, with the challenges they have, and know how to deal with it. Number 2 reason why teenagers may not confide in their parents is lack of understanding. Some teens may feel that their parents will understand their experience. Parents to be open-minded and seek to understand even if they don't agree. Yes, even if you don't agree, please be open-minded. Be open-minded. Don't just close your mind to it and just lock up and just So my friend's daughter, majority of them wear crop tops and their parents never had any issue with them. But I told my daughter, I don't want you to wear crop top. And she was like, oh, why this, that? So we sat down, we had an open conversation on why she should not wear crop top. And I explained to her on revealing the body, her glory, her body being her glory, and exposing it. And we had a very long chat. Not me lecturing her, but opening her eyes to the disadvantage, to the advantage. Yes, it's trending, but should you trend with them? How can you even make your own trending? God is looking out to you to make your own trending. So let's create a trending. So we created our own trending. We created our own trend. Maybe somebody created the crop top. And everybody took it and started using it. So we Christians, we mothers, we fathers, let's encourage our own children too to create a positive trending. Do we get? So we need to know about all of these things. You know, when I hear them say, hey, what to need this? Just some days ago, and I'm releasing it to parents in the community this week. 101, I've written a book on it. I'm releasing it this week to the parents in the community, and I won't be putting it for long because I will remove it immediately. Not very immediately, I'll be removing it very soon because we'll be putting it on our seller for sale. And the book is 101 things, slangs, short form, short code that your children are using to communicate and you don't understand. And I've said you have to. I've had teenagers tell me that I brought my girlfriend in through the back door, and I'm sitting beside my mom chatting with her, and she did not know because we were communicating with short codes. So one of them gave me short codes. If they ask you, mommy, some mommy don't know what BRB is, some mommy don't know what some languages and some words that they use right now. If they, some mommy don't even know they play. Some mommies don't even know. Say, there are so many of the words that they use now that you need to know and you need to affirm yourself with, so that when they are doing it beside you, you too will use with them. And sometimes to get more closer to them, you need to know these languages. Another one that I will be releasing in our community, parenting community, is also the things your children drink beside you, and you think they are drinking top tea, and it's making them high. One of the boys I went to visit and have a therapy section with some weeks ago in psychiatric home Yaba. Part of what I do, I am called to come there and have a section with them to make them have outbursts once they are in that state, before they start giving them injections and all of that. So I take them through that therapy process. And when I went to visit the guy and we got talking after the outburst and all of that, I get to find out that the guy is taking the thing in the house. The parent sees that he takes coffee, but they don't know what he's taking. He gave me lists, he gave me information, he gave me lists of things that they take. Oh, many of us parents don't even know that with Lipton tea, just mixing one or two things, there are things that it can make them high. Many of us don't even know that 7 days urine, like Sarah. You will be amazed at these little things that they use to get high beside you at home, and you would not know as a parent. Things that you have in your kitchen. I'll be releasing that into the parenting community too this week by God's grace. Please, if you are yet to join our parenting community, is a sin. It's a sin. What are you waiting for? You are missing out a lot. Please click on the link that you'll be seeing on this page to please make sure that you join the parenting community. It is very important that you join the parenting community so that you can join other parents, learn more, and get new information and know how to help your teenagers better. Another reason number 3 is pressure to succeed. Teens might fear disappointing their parents' expectation. Parents should ensure that they foster an environment that values effort of perfection. They are not perfect though. I need us to know that. Sometimes we expect too much for them. We expect excellency. Yes, it's good to expect that from them. But I also need us to know as parents that there is time for everything, and everything has a special season. As there's time to plant, there's time to harvest. There's time to succeed, there's time to fail. If your child has never failed, I need to question you as parents. Please, are you doing something? Are you patching it? Are you giving something behind? Please give them room some time to fail. They learn from their failures, and when they fail, you don't pick them down. Your mates, is that this, is that, and make them feel down at the state of their failure. But strengthen them and bring them out strong from that time of failure so that they can do better. You know, from that failure, there's lesson that they can learn, and you'll be surprised at an amazing thing that they can do better because of that failure. I've seen some of my teenagers that failed, and he failed at writing essay. He failed at writing essay, and the second one went for essay competition for their school and lost and lose. And because of that, he got home, was so down. He had a discussion with me, and those are part of the parents that their the teenagers that their parents enroll in my mentorship group. So we have them in-house caucus. We have them in my mentorship group. So she told me, I failed at this, I'm feeling bad, and I'm feeling that. Oh, and I said, now that you have failed, it's time for us to pick ourselves up. What did we do bad? What are we supposed to do better? Why did we fail? Oh, the fact that you failed does not mean that you are a failure. Let's look into what made us fail. And we begin to do that. We begin to become better. We begin to work on it. Right now, as I speak to you, the girl has written 3 books, published and best-selling. 3 books from just that one failure. So you see, parents, especially this results thing, when they bring results home, we start nagging, we start shouting. Yes, I know we have invested a lot, sending them to school, spending money and all efforts. But I need us to look critical into issues whenever we see our children fail. Sometimes it's not even necessarily academic. They might fail at even character. Can we go to the root cause of that character? What do you think is causing it? Sometimes we might even be the one influencing it. So please, it is very important as parents that we look into it, and we don't just condemn their failure or over expect them to succeed, and because of that they put too much pressure on themselves, and they don't even know how to communicate with you, because they know, you dare not go to my mommy with this, or you dare not go to my daddy with this. So succeeding is succeeding, does not want to hear any other thing. So because of that, they begin to hide. I've seen children tell me that I had to go and bribe my lecturer. I slept with my lecturer just because my mommy will not hear this. My mommy will not even hear, my daddy will not even hear this from me. So please, sometimes our attitude towards this can push them out, and they will not come back home to talk to us about this. A child that is not good at maths, and the next thing the parent is saying, oh yeah, daughter, this and this, you don't know. You know that when I was in school, please, let's stop this when I was in school thing. Excuse me, please. Let's stop this when I was in school thing. I was the first in my class. I was the this, I was that. You are not the same thing with your child. Please, I beg us parents, it is either we begin to get new knowledge about these things, because doing that puts them into a shell that is difficult for them to bring themselves out, and it pushes them to do things they are not supposed to do. Yes, I get it. We are African parents. We are brought up that way. We are used to that mindset. We are used to that mentality. But we can begin to change. Now that you know, you can begin to do better. Alright, another thing that makes our children, the reasons that teenagers don't talk to us, is because of peer pressure. Peer pressure can influence their communication. Parents are to be aware of their teens' social environment. Hey, friends can tell them, why would you tell your mommy? Just like I said that my daughter told me, some of the girls said, I like the relationship, oh, this is how your mommy reacted to it, this is how my mommy reacted to it. But another one said, why would you go and tell your mommy? Are you that dumb? Okay, the particular guy, yes, the particular guy that did the toasting, eventually when he got to know that my daughter told me, you're like, are you that dumb? Are you that naive? Why would you go and tell your mommy? How would you tell your mom that kind of thing? So I need us to know that peer pressure can influence them from not talking to you, and that is why it is important that you are friends with all their friends. Yeah, know their friends, welcome them whenever they come visiting, peep into their conversation, hear them, know their best friend, hear the things their best friend say. You'll be able to dictate some things from the kind of girl or the kind of boy he or she is. It is very important. All right, so how to get them to listen to you? Let's get to the review. Number one, active listening. When I mean active listening, I mean listen. Like listen and give them full concentration. Sometimes when our children come to us and talk to us, yes, they can talk. Oh my God. Please, I need weakness. And your child is talking and you are tired like, I've gone through a loss this morning and please, I need a weakness. Like you are tired since morning and this girl, this boy would not stop talking. This did that today. This happened. This, that. Yes, I know you can be tired. I know sometimes you can pretend that we are listening and we are not listening. Do you observe that sometimes they will ask you, Mommy, are you even listening at all? And sometimes they will ask you, did you hear that? Okay, what did I say last? Okay, what did I say last? That is them for you. They want to be sure that you are listening to what they are saying. And if they notice that every time they are talking, your mind is not there, you are not listening, or you don't even get what they say, trust me, you are. It will discourage them from coming to you and talking to you. So when we say we are listening, let's listen. And sometimes our children talking to us and we are still pressing phone. Yes, many of us are guilty of that. We are really guilty of that. And trust me, they know, they are watching. And don't worry, very soon you will see them bring up that habit. You'll be talking to them and they will be pressing phone. Because you are doing it, so they feel that there's no big deal. And we, as African parents that we are, the next thing is, are you okay? I'm talking to you, you are pressing your phone. What kind of insult is that? Don't you know it's an insult? Whereas we are doing it to them. I need us to know that they pick from everything that we do. They are watching, they are picking from everything that we do. Everything that we do, they are picking. Focus on what your thing is saying without interruption. Listen to them, let them land. Let them land when they are talking. Let them say everything. Reflect back on what your things are shared. This helps them to feel that they are heard and they are understood. Please, if it is mommy that listens to what they are saying, please, it is important that you go to daddy, you discuss it. You have it as a discussion. Single parent, it is important that you sit down, you think about it again and again, and you make sure that you provide solution to it and there is answer to their questions or to whatever it is they have brought up. Empathy. Parents should put themselves in their teenager shoes and understand their perspective. It is not all the time that we should always think or take things in our own perspective. Look into their own too and show them empathy. Was that how it is? Okay, I'm really sorry about that you have to go through that. But let's see how we can do it better. What can we do? How can we make it better? Okay, was this what happened? That was not good. Okay, I'm coming to your school tomorrow to see your teacher. Would you want me to come? Okay, how would you want us to manage this? You understand? Let's look into it and make sure that we provide solution. But they come to tell us things that are like, is that it? Okay. Like there's no big deal. And to them, before they came to you, that thing was a big deal. But just shunning that thing up, not showing empathy, kills them, kills their morale, kills their enthusiasm. So they won't want to come to tell you things again because they know you just throw it away just like a trash. And that is why they prefer to talk to their friends, that they will interact on that particular thing. Please, parents, we need to learn how to do interpersonal relationship. Interpersonal talking. We should not always make it a one-way talking. Just allow them talk, and when they talk, okay. No. It should be you talk, I talk. You talk, I talk. They talk, you give them response back. They are expecting response back. Trust me. Alright. Number 3, non-judgmental attitude. Just like I said, please, let's try as much as possible not to judge them all the time. I'm not saying we should not scold them, but let's be careful of judgments. Is that how your mate is doing? Is that how you are doing? Is that this? Please, let's be very, very careful of judging. When we judge, we put them in a state of self-esteem, low self-esteem. They go to mood swing of being on their own. They resort to talking to an outsider, and it comes with a lot of disadvantage and baggages. Number 4, consistency. Consistency communication is very important between parents and their teenagers. Regular casual conversation can lead to a stronger bond and increased trust. So let's not say, oh, because we had a discussion with them today, so till next month again. Let's make it consistent. Yes, I know it's not easy, but it's a process, it's a time, it's a phase. Don't forget that a time will come, they will leave your house. So better do all the talking, all the bonding, all the everything you can do now. And this is the time you can groom them. This is the time you can have that conversation. I can imagine how many days ago I spoke with my mom. Okay, parents here, how many days ago, for those that say have mom, how many days ago did you talk to your mom, your dad? Do you talk to them every day? In fact, sometimes they get to be the one chasing you up and down, like, you didn't call, you didn't this, you didn't that. So the time is coming like that, though. So this is the time you have with them. So it's a time to keep filling them up. And it is what you fill them up with that they will be able to fly and triumph with wherever they find themselves. Because when they leave home eventually, trust me, they will need to make decisions on their own. They won't call you to make decisions for them. They won't call you before they make decisions. But the knowledge that you have imbibed in them will make them choose rightly, will make them, what will my mommy do? What will my mom say? Is this right? Is this wrong? It will help their choice. It will help them to make good decisions wherever they find themselves, outside the country, inside the country. There are parents that before their children travel out, if they are planning traveling, they bring them to us, they register them under us, we tutor them, we mentor them, so that when they get there, the influence there is even higher than what we have here. So that when they get there, they are busy, their children can make informed decisions. And also, parents, we train them too, to help equip their children now to be independent, to be able to make right decisions, and to know the power of their choice, which is very important. All right, respect their privacy. Parents should be reminded to respect their teenagers' privacy, establishing boundaries, build trust, and show respect for your teenagers' independence. Trust them. Give them tasks. Give them tasks and trust that they can do it. Even when they fail at it, encourage them to repeat it and redo it again. Let's not give them tasks and we are still, is that to do it? Is that this? Is that? Let's give them tasks and still trust them and still, because somebody trusted us too to give us tasks. Just like one of my mentors was telling me yesterday, that in his age, in his younger age, he was already a pastor, and by the time he is grown now, the people in his age then that are under him now, he's giving them responsibility, and he's thinking, why can't I trust them to undo these things? Why am I still seeing them as baby? The fact that they grew up in my hand does not make them baby. By the time I was their own age, I started taking responsibility, so they should be able to take responsibility. So trust them. What you are doing now, giving them chores, giving them assignment, giving them projects, giving them things to do, trust them. Just monitor, help, guide, not speak. Trust them, let them fail at it, and let them correct themselves. Let them learn from their mistakes. All right. Share experience. You can share your experience with them. This foster connection a lot. This helps your connection a lot. Your children want to know, as in be real with them. They want to know what your childhood is like. Okay, one of the things I did recently, I saw don't forget that I said earlier that myself and my daughter were having discussion on crush and somebody that came to toast her and she just said. So we had that discussion, and luckily for me, as God we have it, we were driving past the road. And I saw one of my crush when I was still very young. I think in my GS1 or so. I said, hey, come and see my girl. See that guy going. He was my crush then. This and this. And I began to share the experience. I said, then. When he's coming like this, you see me changing my clothes. You see me doing this. You see, we laughed. He was like, is that so? That was what happened. Okay. Oh, so that is why, in fact, 2 days after, I was driving with their dad. And she mentioned it. Mommy, this was the area we saw your crush. And my husband was like, crush with mouth. But seriously, it gave us a bonding time. That dad was able to use that opportunity of talking about crush to also input his own understanding and his own validity, his own, teaching about it. And we all had that discussion. And now she's the one teaching her friends about crush and letting them know it's just a flingo. It's something that will fly away. It's just area Monday and all of that. She has better knowledge and better understanding on that. Does that mean that later in the next 1 week or 2 weeks, she might not have feelings for somebody else or another crush would not rise up? No, that is why it's a continuous thing. That is why it's a continuous thing. So we parents that we are always hiding we are thinking, please, even from our own mistakes, let them learn from it. There are ways that we could tell the stories, and don't forget they like stories. There are ways we could tell the stories, and this helped them to talk to us, to bond with us, to be able to tell us anything and everything. Anything and everything. A mother sent me a gift. A mother sent me a gift, a wristwatch jewelry gift recently. And she said, thank you, ma. I just want to say thank you. And I'm asking her, what are you thanking me for? She said, you don't understand. That I'm thanking you on behalf of my daughter. I said, why? She said she called me from school. That she's tempted. That she just came out of a very big, difficult temptation. Where there is nothing holding her back. There is nothing that says that she should not fall into that temptation. And it's the temptation of having sex. That she did not know that she was in that room with the guy. They were talking. Everything was set. The mood was set. Everything was set. And her mom kept ringing in her head. All the teachings, the choice matters and all of that keep ringing in her head. And this girl is in Canada. Keeps ringing in her head why she should not do it, why she should not. And she called her immediately to tell her that, Mommy, I just escaped a valley of the shadow of temptation now. And this was what happened. She said she even told her to the extent that she had removed her scarf, she had unbuttoned her shirt. She had started smooching before she called herself back. No. And she explained all that to her mom. And she asked her mom, I escaped this temptation today. Please keep praying for me. The next time, please, I don't know if I'll be able to escape this temptation. And she had a long talk with her mom, with the mom. The mom had a long talk with her. And she's like, yes, I'm fired up. I know I can escape it. And the mom said, call your mentor too and have a talk with her and all of that. And when she called me, I told her, I'm proud of you, baby girl. I'm proud of you. Tell me what it is like. He's like, the temptation is high. So, what am I saying in essence? I'm saying that it is important that we build a strong relationship. I cannot overemphasize this strong relationship thing. So number 7, set regular check-ins. As I said, it's a periodic thing. Don't just stop. Keep checking in. There are some times that you see them, they will be in their shade, they would have gathered so many information, reasons why they should not talk to you from their friends and all of that. But please start a relationship, start the discussion. Don't always wait for them to start discussions before you start it. Don't always wait for them to come and ask you for something, or it's just family thing. Start a discussion. Sometimes initiate it. I've seen teenagers that had issues because a guy teenager, because he's bed wet. You know, as a teenage guy, they bed wet. Is it bed wet? I will call it. What's this called? Not bed wet, urinating, no. But this early morning erection, and so the guy was going through that at that time, and the mom is a no person to talk to. The dad is a no person to talk to. He spoke with the friend, and the friend misled him to start masturbating because of that, which is a normal thing that a guy should do. Wet dreams, which is a normal thing for guys at that age. It's a normal thing. It's not a sin. It's not biblically written that it's a sin. It's not a sin. It's a normal thing. When a guy has wet dreams, many of our teenage boys don't even know this. They don't even know the understanding of this. They keep it to themselves. Some don't even know how to clean themselves up. That is why you pass beside some teenage boys and you perceive some smell. So because of that, the boy started masturbating and he's addicted to it. Now he's working on quitting the addiction, which is not as easy as starting. Number 8, use technology wisely, parents. Like I said, when you are communicating with them, put away your gadgets. Except maybe you want to use it together to research or find information on something. And also, since they are used to gadgets and this age is you can also communicate with them through gadgets. Let them get it. Send them WhatsApp messages. Don't let it just be their friends or check their status. Yes, some people might block you, but relate with your child to the extent that he can be confident to leave you and not block you on his WhatsApp status because he knows that he's not doing what is wrong. You understand? Put them on your WhatsApp status. Put what they post on your own WhatsApp status. Use WhatsApp together so that this help them to have the understanding of how to use social media better. In our next topic, we might be talking about how to use social media with your teenagers, the influence of social media, the hazard what social media has caused, and all of that. Please, is very paramount. Join our parenting community. I'm going to be rounding up with this. Be patient with them. Build trust. Take time. Building trust take time. So patience and consistency is the key in your efforts to connect with your child. I've told you they cannot be perfect. They have these strange behaviors that can be annoying. But please, everything is not all the time scolding, fighting. Please be patient with them. Know that they are growing. Forgive them easily. For when you forgive them easily, you are teaching them the act of forgiving. Trust me. You are teaching them the act of forgiving. So they won't be holding. I have a girl that told me, Mama, I can keep malice for Africa. I don't care. I have kept malice for 3 years. And I'm like, yeah. How did you survive? You kept malice for 3 years. So I now begin to orientate her the hazard behind keeping malice. You won't have peace of mind. When you see the person, you have to do. This is the accumulation of that cause sickness to your health, to your, to your heart, to your breathing, to your cardio system. I'm like, so this is the hazard I'm doing to myself before she got delivered. And by the time I made research, how did you start this whole thing? You found out that my mom, if my mom said he's not talking to my daddy, they will not talk to themselves in the house for months. and they'll be passing beside themselves like this. And I'm like, so he picked it from there. Now, I'm not faulting the parents, but they don't know the hazard that has caused to the child. So please, it's very important that you are patient, and we trust them. We also are consistent. The most important thing is seek professional help. That is why we are here. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. You can't do it alone. That's why we are here for you. Seek professional help. If communication challenges persist, you can seek help of a family therapist. You can seek help from a teenage and a parent therapist like myself. I am here to help you. I've given you so many examples of how we have been able to help so many people. Still counting. God helping us. So please seek help. Professional guidance can provide additional support. I pray for us, every parents, that we will not fail at the duty of our assignment on our children. Our children will not go wayward. The Lord will uplift us and give us the grace, the wisdom, the knowledge to train them right, to treat them right, to nurture them right in the way of the Lord, and to be a good example to the society, to be that generation that God is looking up to cause a change, a positive change in the name of Jesus. And even if the counting of the bad ones is getting much, our children will be exempted to be counted among them. The Lord will give us the wisdom, the strength, the might, the finance, the knowledge, the understanding, everything that we need to be at our best and to nurture this one rightly in the name of Jesus. So to join our parenting community, the link has been posted now. Please join the link to be among our parent community so that you can be part of this and also learn more. And also, if you need professional help on any of your teenagers, and even from yourself on how to communicate well or any other issues that has to do with your teenagers, please seek professional help. As I said, contact me via the link or via the number that will be posted on your screen right now on this. You can contact me from there to book an appointment, book a section, let us know how we can help you. Let's help ourselves together. Also, I said earlier that our book, Sex Education for Girls, Sex Education for Boys, please, let's get it as parents and get them informed so that they will not be deformed. It is important. Other books that we have, Blossoming into a Wonderful You, it's talking about teenagers, preteens, transiting into a girl stage, everything they need to know about puberty, everything they need to know about transitioning when their menstruation will start, how to clean themselves up, products to use, how to communicate, the changes they will be noticing in their body, how to react to those changes and all of that. Please get our book Blossoming into a Wonderful You to educate your children very well on that. And yes, I also have this good news. We are having our preteen camp. So this is for all the parents that have been shouting, calling me out everywhere that that mistress, this is bad. We are only doing camp for teenagers, especially this our last camp. We locked the door, we locked the gates. We said we did not want preteens. We did not want people from age of 8 to 12 at all, because their ears cannot handle the things that we are going to be discussing. We said we did not want them. So now the good news is that we are about to do the preteen camp. And the preteen camp will be coming up very soon. This February, the meet and break in February. Stardom, please help me put the information out. I'm going to be posting the information on my wall. Please go there and check. Please, registration is compulsory. Your boys, your girls from the age of 8 to age of 12 is a 3-day camp for all the preteens, and it's totally free. The only difference is that we don't have a camping place to camp them so that they can sleep over. So we are going to be using our office, 51/52 Ijaya Road, for the camp. and it's going to be a daily camp. They will come in the morning, they will leave in the evening. They will come in the morning, they will leave in the evening. Come in the morning, leave in the evening for the 3 days. The address again, 51/52 Ijaye Road. The theme for the camp is transitioning into a wonderful you. Transitioning, yes, transitioning. Transitioning. So please register your team. So do please help me post the link to register for the camp. Please, we will only work with the registration, please, and that is why we want you to register now. It's a midterm break, so there's no excuse. What are they coming to learn? There's Bible puzzle. We're going to be learning about transitioning, the puberty stage that they are, what they need to know, how they need to go about it, what they need to learn. And we'll be having talk show. We'll be bringing in guests that will be talking to them, and we'll be praying. We'll be praying. We'll also be preparing them for teenagehood. What should they expect in teenagehood? What is it like? What is it like? And how they should prepare for the transitioning. And this also is especially for those that are entering into secondary school. What is secondary school like? What should they be expecting? How would they transit into it? This is for them. Please register all your preteens. Register all the preteens that you know. And again, it is absolutely free of charge. And if you are a parent, you want to support us, you have a camping ground for us to use, and you want to support, because if we are going to be using a camping ground, we are going to be needing, of course, feeding. We are going to be needing the accommodation. We are going to be needing lights and all of that. For every parent that want to join in and support this great cause, we don't want to make it a money thing. We don't want you to pay. But we need the support of every parent. Every parent that can come in to support this, let's make it a success. Please reach out to us, and let's do it together. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much again and again for joining. God bless you. Bye for now. Regards to the family. God bless you. Bye.